This is going to be a long commentary. A very, very long commentary. So I hope you brought something.
Hi, cuties. Go.
Okay, yeah, that was creepy. Thank you very much for leaving that nightmarish image in my head.
That's what I just watched. So, if you're not familiar, Cuties is a film that Netflix just bought from director Maimouna Ducouré. She's
Congratulations.
a French woman.
And who cares?
And she made this film that has sparked some controversy.
Oh, I wonder why.
Maybe not so much the film itself,
No, it's the film itself.
but a poster that Netflix made to promote it.
And the poster, as you can see, this is just the tip of the iceberg in the fucking movie. I haven't watched the movie in its entirety, and I won't, but I've seen some really terrible scenes. FBI, do not come knocking at my house, please.
As you can see, it's a bunch of 11-year-old girls dancing provocatively. Now, people said that this was Netflix sexualizing children.
And they are.
Other people have said that the film itself is sexualizing children.
And they are.
That's basically akin to child pornography.
And it is.
And that it's, the pedophile left normalizing pedophilia as a legitimate sexual orientation. Hollywood.
Okay, drop this nonsense, alright? There's pedophiles on both wings, alright? I'm center left, and I'm not a pedo, okay? I don't like it when children are used as, sexual eye candy. I can't believe I said that fucking sentence. I feel dirty for saying it. I think I need to take a fucking shower. These are 11-year-old girls.
Pizzagate. I don't know how far down the rabbit hole you want to
go. See, you don't go down the rabbit hole because you don't want to see the truth. Or because you're probably a massive... No, I'm not going to call you a pervert. You're worse than a pervert. There's some people that have fetishes and that are perverts and are really harmless. This is harmful. This is harmful, okay? So, yeah, you can take that and shove it.
Go, and then other people are more just kind of more, I think, in my opinion, sanely saying it's exploitative. It's exploiting children.
Yeah, that's exactly what you just said. That it's exploiting children. Oh wait, so we're insane for calling out disgusting behavior. Yeah. I can see the logic there. We're the crazy people for calling out disgusting, crazy behavior. Got it.
Even if you're making a movie that's about the exploitation of children, you could do it in a way that does not exploit children.
Yeah, you could. I'm not a big fan of the show, but SVU, Law and Order, has done this before. And they did it without a girl or even a young boy doing a sexual act. I wonder why. Maybe because we don't actually condone that shit?
When you made it. So that's just a little background. That's why I ended up watching this movie.
This guy's already a fucking creep. He's already a creep to me. I want the FBI to raid his house at this point. And at a minute and 6 in, like the way he's talking, he's emotionless about after saying calling fucking say cuties. Fuck off. And it just the shit he was saying for the past 6 minutes, a minute and 6 seconds, just obviously massive red flags. The flag is bleeding red. That's how bad this red flag is. It's losing blood, or not really losing blood, but it's just bleeding all over the floor and just creating a red floor with the red flag.
Now, it's a solid film.
No, it's not. It's really fucking not.
It's a good movie.
No, it's not. It's a terrible movie. It is child pornography.
Definitely better than most movies.
What does that mean? What the does that mean? It's better than most movies? Explain this to me. Explain to me how this is better than most movies. Is this better than The Labyrinth? Is this better than Escape from New York? Or Total Recall? The old one, of course. Or Ghostbusters, 1984 version? Or Ghostbusters 2? Is it better than anything that doesn't exploit kids? I don't know. I think you're kind of showing your true colors with that one, guy.
And we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the movie itself. But right off the bat, just first impressions regarding the controversy.
I really don't give a shit about your first impressions, but we'll listen anyway.
See, this film does try to make you sexually aroused.
What? Okay, you just admitted that this movie is trying to make the target demographic that this is going for sexually aroused. Where's your defense? You yourself have nuked it from orbit. Fucking creepy fucking hipster beard having, problem glasses wearing motherfucker.
By 11-year-olds.
Oh god, no, don't show that shit, dude! You don't need any clips! Ugh.
And I'll say it's not bad at it.
He's admitting that he got turned on by this movie. Can't you believe it? How is the FBI not at his door right now? How are they not at his door? Why are they not going knock, knock, no, or no, wait, a no knock raid? Just going in and taking all of his fucking computers and phones and shit and checking out that if he has child pornography or not. This is not how a normal person thinks. This is not how a person thinks. It's continuing.
It's not a total failure in that regard, at least for me. Your mileage may vary.
Yeah, my mileage is I don't like sexualizing kids. I'm not attracted to kids, and that's because they don't understand what sex is. All right, I'm sorry, and it's gross. And these girls are probably going to be emotionally damaged because of this movie for the rest of their lives. So, congratulations. I'm glad you got your... No, wait. No, wait. I'm not glad that you got your heart on for this movie. Okay? It's just... ugh.
I want to say that if you are concerned about people treating this as child pornography...
You just admitted that it turns you on. Please tell me how it's not child pornography. What do people watch when they want to feel turned on? When they want to feel sexual? They look to porn. Do they not? What you just admitted? Fuck me, dude.
There are probably thousands of people masturbating to this film as we speak.
He says that with a straight face and not knowing why that's a bad thing. People like this exist. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. It's just fucking weird. It's weird to me, dude. It's weird. I don't want a close-up of your face. Please go back.
It's basically, and I'll put some shots, and I'll probably include footage throughout the whole review. But yeah, as far as like sexy music videos go, it's not bad.
Oh my god! Oh my god! This guy. What timeline am I living in? When I beat cancer? Did I fucking Is this what I had to look forward to? Maybe I should have said, no, doc, I don't want the chemo. I think I'll just die because I think this because this is the shit I'm going to be seeing later in life.
Um,
Come on. Come on, you can do it. You can think. Maybe.
are we live? Is this live?
I don't even know why he even asked that question.
Oh, trigger warning.
Trigger warning? Trigger warning. You motherfucker, are you seriously gonna put that there? Are you seriously gonna mock people who actually make fun of trigger warnings when they're actually mad at something that is actually morally reprehensible? Fucking idiot! Trigger warning.
Honesty. So is that
Honesty. Yeah, you're honest about your sexuality of liking kids. And I'm saying liking, but I think you want to do more to them.
part of an attempt by the filmmaker to provoke? I'll say this. I
Oh, they provoked. They provoked, all right. And I don't mind being, quote unquote, triggered by this. Because, again, I'm not a pedophile.
don't get the sense that the woman who made this film is. I think she just doesn't pull her punches. I don't think she's trying to titillate simply for the purpose
Again, stop showing clips.
of titillation. If she were, she probably would just cast adults.
Yeah, maybe she should have casted adults. And please stop showing clips of the fucking film!
Make
Ugh! What the fuck, dude?
her life a lot easier. I think that
How is that not wrong? Please, anyone who's defending this movie, tell me how that was not wrong. Tell me how that was just okay to show.
the film is kind of roping you into the discussion of the sexualization of children by
No, it's roping people into the discussion that pedophilia is wrong and people like you should be in jail. You know, I watch Count Dankula's Mad Lads videos, and there was one guy, his name was Tony Chopper, and that guy, he died of liver cancer eventually. But, that guy was a hardcore motherfucker. He was an actual true mad lad. But the one thing he hated the most was the abuse of women and the abuse of children. Like, you would get a bullet in your brain for that shit from that guy. You're glad he's not alive right now watching this. Because I have a feeling you would just be, you'd be gone. And that's not me saying, I want you to die. I want you to be in prison. But I'm just saying that there's people out there that would go the extra step.
by sexualizing children and by making you complicit in that, because the camera forces you to ogle these 11-year-old girls.
No, they don't force me to do shit. I turn my fucking head every single time you play a clip. And it's getting annoying. God, we still have 20 minutes of this shit.
And so let's put the morality of that aside.
Oh yeah, let's put the morality of sexualizing children aside because it offends me because I like, screwing kids. And let's talk about how ...
And just take her art at face value.
It's not art, it's pornography, okay? It's child pornography. I mean, you can argue that pornography can be art, but I don't consider it art. I really don't. It's someone watching something to get them off. Alright? It's no better than, like, taking a drug to feel high or whatever. Even though it's just porn is the more safer option. And by safer, I mean to your health. And you being being a pedophile yourself, and I'd make that claim full, knowing with this video that I would not get prosecuted for it. You are a pedophile. So, again, you saying that this is okay and shit. Jeez, I feel like I'm Joe Biden. I'm just losing my mind. I don't know what to fucking say. I mean, the thing and the here and the why.
Um, it's pretty interesting to be forced to do something. It's kind of like The Last of Us too. It's a great game.
Oh, yeah, sure. That was so great. It was so great when the main character, Joel, got killed by a character that just happened to be a Mary Sue. Why am I not surprised that a Last of Us 2 fan would like this movie?
To be forced to do something that you're uncomfortable with. Um,
Yes, I'm very uncomfortable with sexualizing children, thank you.
and to have to grapple with what role you're playing in the creation of the culture that these girls are participating in. And it's real. It's very realistic. I don't know if you've ever heard of the app TikTok. There's some pretty interesting stuff on there.
Your use of the word interesting is suspect at this point.
That I've checked out, and
Again, like I said, suspect at this point.
I recommend you check it out. Uh,
No.
Girls of all ages are dancing like, and guys are dancing like this. Dances have become more explicit.
Okay. I don't care if an 18-year-old or up is doing this. They're an adult. They're allowed to do whatever they want. When I see a child doing it, it is disgusting. I am so sorry. I'm sorry. Like, I don't care if they're a boy or a girl. If they're underage, I don't want to see that shit. But you're like saying, well, it's out there on TikTok. Who cares, right? It doesn't make it any less good. It doesn't make it any more okay. Weirdo.
Explicitly sexual. But then, I listen to everybody saying these things, and I think we just sound the same as like old fogies did in the 50s and
Oh, shut up! Shut up! No, I will not be on the. I will not be declared the same as a boomer just because I don't like seeing kids in sexual positions. Okay? I mean, like this is nonsense. So you can drop that right now, you stupid pedophile.
60s. So it's interesting to be kind of held accountable by the film.
How am I being held accountable by the film? That I don't like. I'm just repeating myself at this point. If I say it again,
Or maybe just informed. I don't know.
informed about what? Child sex rings? Yeah, I know they exist. They're terrible. And you know who runs them? Governments. And I hate to say it, even though I like, I love this country and all that, but even America is guilty of it. I'm sorry.
I the only indicate so there's a scene where they're dancing on stage, and
Yes, I'm sure there is.
there are these judges that are like frowning, or and like just people in the audience that are frowning. That
Maybe because they're sane. Well, they're not sane because they're in the movie, but they're actually portraying actual emotions that normal thinking, caring, and protecting people have. Imagine that.
that's the only indication the film gives that this is odd, or that they are.
This is the only time. The only time that this film is seen as odd is when the people looking at the twerking of little girls is not good. That's when it's odd. Ah. The Onion can make an article about you, and no matter how much they make you sound ridiculous, they could not get close to the real thing.
Overly sexualized, and it holds it back and spoilers. I'm going to spoil the whole movie,
Oh, yeah, I know you're going to, because you love it.
by the way. So if you want to watch the movie, just watch the movie.
No, thank you.
Um, you should watch it. It's good.
No, I'm not going to, because I don't like seeing child exploitation. You fucking pedophile.
Uh, she holds back the audience reaction until the very end, and you see a lot of people going, "Oh, this is no good. This is."
Oh, god damn it! What the
As
fuck?
these girls are doing increasingly provocative.
Would you just not show fucking clips, dude? Like, seriously, stop it! Like, I'm watching your video blind for the first time, and just, you're showing the... I'm getting pissed off now. I'm getting really fucking pissed off.
Provocative and increasingly sexual dance moves, almost to the point where it starts to feel surreal when they're like wiping their hands on their crotches.
I literally have no words right now. I am that speechless. This guy with a straight fucking face is saying the shit, and he doesn't have a problem with it.
I think from the back.
Please go back. I don't want your face near me.
If memory serves, I'll have to watch it again and again and again. So as
Of course you're gonna watch it again and again and again and again, because you're a fucking pedophile!
a discussion piece, it's pretty interesting. I think that it does give you a lot to talk about and a lot to think about, and it doesn't exactly tell you where to land on how appropriate this dancing is.
It's not. There we go. Boom. Cut dry. Roll credits.
And how do we? Children are horny.
Ow! 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 You are a real piece of work. You daft motherfucker, you.
Little girls are horny and they want to express that, and we aren't sure how to handle that kind of graceless transition from being not.
By the way, they're 11 years old. That means they haven't hit adolescence yet. Majority of kids do not hit adolescence until the age of 12. So there's some that begin at age 8 and some, and whatever, but the majority of kids are age 12. So, and also adolescence does not equate to... It does not equate to what you just said right now. I cannot repeat it. I just feel too fucking dirty saying it.
9 to being 13 or 14 or 16. And this film is all about zooming in on that.
Oh yeah, definitely zooming in on those fucking crotch parts. You clearly showed us that!
And kind of asking us all what we are doing to participate in this, encourage it.
Every single shot he has shown so far, that from what I can remember, has been a crotch shot. From a little girl. Yeah, yep, I'm the crazy right-wing asshole that doesn't like, sexualization of children, even though I'm a liberal, and I support anything that an adult does, but with children, I think that they should be protected. But I guess I was wrong, right?
discourage it. It's all shown. So their characters
You're happy with that. We know you're happy with that. You fucking disgusting piece of shit.
who ignore her sexuality, like her father. There's a scene where she tries to strip for her father.
So the movie promotes incest on top of it. Okay. Didn't know that one. Continuing on.
To get him to give her his phone. She steals his phone and she's trying to get him to let her keep it. She starts taking her pants off. And he ignores it and is like, what the fuck are you doing?
Whoa, no shit!
She responds by taking a picture of her vagina. She responds by taking a picture of her vagina and posting it on Instagram.
And let me guess, you're just all giddy about that, right? You just love how that scene happened, right? You just love how that director said to that child, "Hey, yeah, take a picture of your vagina and put it on Instagram, or act as you're doing it." Since they didn't actually do it, but still, it's just like, oh God, this hurts. God, this hurts. This hurts so much.
Which we'll get to later. We have characters basically shunning her. Her great aunt and her mother basically do like this exorcism thing where they're trying to like cast her sexuality out of her. Even
it's not that they're trying to cast her sexuality out of her. It's that she's acting weird at her age. At that moment, I would be asking questions. I would be thinking, who sexually abused you? Who is the abuser? I want to know. I want to know these things so I can get them put in prison. Fucking.
Even the girls themselves freak out about their own sexuality in a way where one of the girls finds a condom and is pretending, she thinks it's a balloon. She blows it up and is pretending it's her breast. And then
wow, that was actually the most innocent thing you've shown so far. Which is fucking weird. And it's like, oh, a girl blows up a balloon and puts something in her in her shirt, just like when guys do that shit, or little boys do that. It's like ha ha or some other shit, some playful random kid stupid shit. But it's just like wow. Move on.
The other girls realize that she's playing with a condom and they say, it's going to give you AIDS, you're going to die. And then they start scrubbing her tongue with soap. And it's like, it's just a great metaphor.
Oh, so they were trying to poison this poor actress. Okay. It's like, oh, it's going to give you AIDS and cancer, so what are we going to do? We're going to put Tide Pods in your mouth! Basically! You're going to use Mr. Clean! Mr. Clean sponges and shit. Get that shit off that tongue. Yeah, you could just use mouthwash. Mouthwash isn't going to fucking kill you from poison, unless you swallow it, but, or swallow too much of it, but, like, just... I want to buy a bottle of bleach right now and just fucking drink it. So say fuck this.
For the way that kids want to be sexual and are all about it, and then the like real nitty gritty of sex, the scary parts, are like way too overwhelming and terrifying, and it's like a playing with fire thing. So it kind of gives you this jumble.
I didn't understand a word he said, and that's just because I'm just so disturbed right now by how stupid this person is. It's like my brain is trying to tune him out so I don't die of a fucking heart attack for getting so goddamn mad.
Old portrait of all the different ways that we respond to the sexuality of young girls. And it juxtaposes these amazing scenes
Please don't use words you don't know.
where it's like you'll see the girls playing on a bed where they're stuffing gummy bears in their mouths and they're just totally children. And then you'll
Yeah, they're just totally children. Like, like they've always, like they have been for like, what, 11 years? Thank you. Thank you for letting us know that. Thank you for letting us know that bit of knowledge, you galaxy-brained person, you. Jesus Christ, where's your Nobel Peace Prize?
see them shaking their booties
Up!
on this stairway as they make this
Folks, I'm sorry. Please turn your heads away when scenes like that come up. I cannot edit that shit out.
this viral video.
And that's because I don't have editing software. I'm recording this with OBS.
And
Or if someone could tell me how to do that, I'd appreciate it, because I'll do it.
they're pretty hot.
But... Oh my god. This movie... the bad guys are saying... The bad guys, the villains in this movie, are the ones saying that this behavior is bad. But the good guys are the ones that are, saying it's good. And this guy is like, oh, I like these girls. They're hot. Just like, what the fuck? 8 minutes and 48 seconds in. I don't even know how long this file is so far.
And you can say whatever you want about me. It's not
Oh yeah, I will say what I want about you. I think I've said multiple times you're a pedophile.
my fault. Right?
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Wow. Way to not take responsibility for your fucking actions. I'm sorry if you get a boner from watching a child dance. There's something wrong with you, guy. There's something really wrong with you.
I didn't make them do that. They did that.
So we're gonna treat children like adults now, but yet we treat adult women better than we treat actual children. They were asking for it, right? They were asking for it. Is that literally your argument? Is that literally what you're saying right now? I don't know what to say at this point.
That's the point. That's the whole point of the movie. Is that you're supposed to be sitting there thinking, look at the blonde one. You're supposed to be...
No, I should be sitting there thinking, what the fuck is this nonsense? And get it off my screen.
Sitting there holding these two thoughts in your head, and one that these are kids, and the other that they're hot.
No! I'm sorry, I am not sexually attracted to prepubescent children. They are not fully developed women. I'm bisexual, by the way. I like fully developed women and fully developed men. I do not like underdeveloped children that do not know what's... I know he's saying that that's how the movie should, is trying to make you think. But no, it's not the movie making you think that. Well, it probably would. But this is him being honest about his blatant pedophilia. This guy would probably fuck your child if you let your child get babysat by him. I shudder to think what's on, like if he uses Discord or any other app, or what's on his computer, what pictures he has, what videos he has. I shudder to think what's on there. Because I think I have a good idea what it is.
And I don't even know if you're supposed to be comfortable with that. It's more like you're just supposed to be informed.
Informed by what? Informed with what? That this is wrong? That using these kids and then
Well,
claiming that the message is against this is that man. That's a fucking man, man, man. That's a fucking stretch there, man. You would have to even go over Stretch Armstrong's fucking type of stretching to reach that level of fucking logic,
that you are capable
or should I say non-logic?
of that and that you feel that way.
No, I don't. I really don't. Just sorry.
And I already knew that, but I think it's a good thing to put that out there. Artistically, I think it's a good thing.
He says almost 10 minutes worth of nonsense and then he comes up with that. Okay, sure, whatever. Continuing.
Now, is it exploitative?
Duh!
Yes,
Like I said,
definitely. These
yes, you're living proof that it is.
these kids are 11, so they don't really understand what they're doing.
And so, why for the almost past 10 minutes did you fucking make all that and then say that right now? Uh, uh, um, uh, uh, I think, therefore, I feel I am destroyed in the head because I have a pain in it.
I made a porn last year. And
Oh, congratulations. I don't want to know about your fucking porn, dude. You are disgusting. You're a disgusting looking piece of shit. I have standards, dude.
I feel like I didn't understand. I feel like no.
You feel like you did. You're an adult. You have to understand. You have been down this road already. You fucking idiot. What the fuck are you talking about?
But should it be illegal? No, definitely
Yes,
not. It's not porn.
it is.
Um, should
I'm sorry for screaming so much, folks. I apologize. I really do. But how can anyone be okay with this? How can anyone be okay with this? Let me guess. This video is going to be on a fucking news site calling me a freaking, a bigot because I don't like fucking kids. News at 10. Fuck.
parents allow their children to be in films like this?
Yeah. I would like to have the parents questioned and possibly prosecuted as well. Thank you.
I don't know. I kept thinking about if I had a daughter, whether I would let her.
I hope you never have a daughter or a son. Just no. You please sterilize yourself. Please go get a vasectomy. Have them. Have the balls clipped out. Remove your testicles. You don't need to breed. Thank you. You're doing the world a favor if you do that.
Let her be in this movie, and either way, your daughter's gonna hate you, right? Later, she's gonna hate you.
Hate you for what? She's gonna hate you for what? That you didn't let her have cameras give close-ups on her crotch and show her in a provocative dance? And that could possibly damage her reputation in life where she is constantly bullied and eventually ends up hanging from a noose from all the abuse that she's receiving because she had an irresponsible fucking parent? You're not thinking of the child. You're thinking about what's down here. By down here, you know what I fucking mean, you disgusting piece of shit.
So she'll hate you for squandering her career?
Yeah, sure. Squandering her career because, yeah, whatever.
By not letting her be in this really good movie. It's
It's a really good movie. Yeah, we heard you, pedophile, we heard you.
it's well written
No, it's not.
and really well acted.
No, it's not. I'm sorry, it's not.
And I assume career launching for most of the girls.
You mean career dying? I just told you what's probably going to happen. And if it does, I will hold you and every other piece of shit who has defended this movie personally responsible. And so should everyone else. Just because you wanted your fucking beat off finish. Here.
Girls in it.
Find a better fetish. Find one that's not harming kids, you fucking creep.
Or she's gonna hate you for exploiting her, because like child actors, most of their parents are pushing them to do it.
Again, which is why I want the parents investigated. Duh. Did you not understand what I just said?
I don't know. Like, if you have a daughter who's 11 and likes doing sexy TikTok dances where she's shaking her ass all the time,
then you have to ask the question. Give me 1 second. I need to take a swig. Okay. You would then have to ask the question, why does she like doing that? Who did she learn that from? You know, a good parent would be asking these questions. A good parent would be making sure that they're not being sexually abused by someone. A good parent would be protecting the child. You, on the other hand, are like, she'll just hate you. So you clearly don't have the mindset of a parent. And I'm not a parent. I was just raised by a good father. I guess that's the problem, right? You know, I was raised by a good dad. So therefore, even though we had our fights and our problems, and then eventually we made up, and, you know, we treat each other like men now, you know, as equals, and he accepts me as a man, you think that's a problem. I bet you probably have some daddy issues. I'm just saying.
and then some well-meaning.
Like, if your dad, if your mom or dad is alive right now, and they saw this video, they would be massively disappointed in you.
And I assume not creepy filmmaker comes
A not creepy filmmaker. Yeah. That non-creepy white van over there that says free candy on it. You know, with no windows. Yeah, just go in there. That not creepy guy is going to give you some Reese's peanut butter cups. If you know what I mean.
along, and they're like, I'd like to pay your daughter to shake her ass.
What the fuck does that even mean? I'd pay your daughter to shake her ass. And fucking. Did you like Harvey Weinstein? Really?
I guess I would say yes.
And your daughter would probably say no. But you would probably force her because you would probably like seeing it because you like incest and also underage girls. What to chop off the goddamn balls so you don't bleed?
But I would say it with the knowledge that
What knowledge?
she's gonna be really pissed off about it later, and that we'd probably have a lot to talk about.
Oh yeah. She would ask, why, Daddy? Why did you make me do that? I felt really violated. I felt terrible, and you made me do something like that. Why would you do that to me? I can't trust you anymore. Would that not break your heart? or do you not have one?
It would not be a comfortable yes.
Yeah, right.
So the movie itself, what's the movie actually about? Well, this poster is very misleading because
No, it's not. It actually is accurately, with the clips you have shown already, very representative of what the movie is. In fact, the poster that Netflix made is tame compared to what's actually in the movie. So thank you for proving us right. And the poster was already fucking disgusting. But that is tame compared to what you just showed us. And you want to know why? Because the poster doesn't have a close up of every crotch shot of a child.
there's not that much dancing in it, actually.
Oh, well, yeah, why would there be much dancing, in the movie with a plot that's supposed to be about child pornography?
The movie is about a 11-year-old Muslim girl.
Who cares? Who cares what the religion is? Stop bringing identity politics into this shit. An 11-year-old girl is all you need for that. An 11-year-old girl is doing something reprehensible at the request of her parents. And no, I don't mean her fictional ones in the movie, I mean her real ones.
Whose father has just met and gotten engaged to a second wife, and her mother is crushed by this. And
I don't really care. I really don't care.
it's really a scathing critique.
Look at that face. I don't know if that's actually acting. I wonder if this is how this girl genuinely feels. I wonder if she's thinking, why am I in this movie? Why are my parents making me be in this movie?
Of Islam for about the first half, and the role that women are forced to play in Muslim families and societies. So this girl,
And I don't give a fuck. I literally don't give a fuck. If you want to make a movie about Islam, then make a movie about Islam, alright? Don't make a movie about 11-year-olds twerking to stardom.
seeing that her mother doesn't even really buy into the idea of her father having a second wife, and seeing the heartbreak and basic total second class citizen stature of women in Muslim.
You have no right to bring that up. You are a disgusting human being. You are the second class citizen, in my opinion. Stop it. Stop it right now. Because now you're just trying to emotionally manipulate, and it's not working.
Societies.
Well, you are emotionally manipulating me to be madder, but that's a natural reaction to human beings that actually care.
Is horrified, but she's in Paris, so she sees her neighbor is doing these sexy dances in the laundry room, and she starts
Is an adult, and she's allowed to do that. Congratulations.
getting involved with this neighbor girl, and they're
And then, so the neighbor girl in the movie is a child exploiter. Got it. Thank you. Let's move on.
group, and flips out way in the opposite direction. And then for the rest of the movie, she's basically going back and forth, witnessing the atrocities in both styles of life. And if the movie has a point, I think it's just
It has, it has a point. It has a big point. It's that it's okay to sexualize kids. It's okay to love and love different. No, love is an actual thing. Caring is an actual thing. But it's okay to sexualize kids. It's okay to look at them and go, ooh, look at that little young thing. By the way, it's like, no, sorry, just fuck off.
just that you can leave your cult without joining another.
Moving forward, I I I I cannot. Moving on.
So at the end of the movie, her family's trying to pressure her to go to this wedding, and her dance friends are pressuring her to perform at this event. And midway through the event, she has this breakdown and leaves and rushes home. And her family.
Why don't you show us that scene? Who is this little girl being married to? Because that is fucking sick. Damn. I had no idea that this movie was so pro many things.
Berates her, or her great aunt berates her, and her mother's kind of stepping in the way and defending her, and telling her to get ready to go to her father's wedding. And there's this like horror.
Oh, okay, it was her father's wedding. I made a mistake there. I apologize, but still, he didn't make it clear. Like, I thought this was the little girl's wedding. Fine.
Horrible,
whatever, guy.
Terrifying shot of her seeing her father's new wife, which really freaked me out, and I'm sure has something to do with both of my parents remarrying and me being horrified by that.
I don't give a shit about your life, dude. For all I care, you could be buried 6 feet under for all I care. You know, at this point, I said that I just want you in a prison, but if you disappeared, I really wouldn't bat an eye. I think you're a danger to society. You're the reason why mental institutions need to come back.
But at the very end, you can tell her mother is thinking of ditching the whole wedding ceremony too, and leaving her husband. But she's too entrenched, and you see this like very sad and touching scene where she basically tells her daughter, you don't have to go to the wedding.
You know what's funny is that he's trying to bring this up now, 14 minutes later, after he's talked about the complete sexualization of all the children. So that just shows you where all of his priorities are. Just saying.
I'm not going to force you to do this, but I'm going. Basically it's saying you can escape, but it's too late for me. And Amy doesn't go, and she changes her clothes. She doesn't wear the traditional outfit, that the wedding dress that she's been dreading wearing, which one scene she's bleeding in her closet. There's some like weird surreal stuff, but only very little, which kind of made it weird.
Yeah, that's what's weird about this movie. The frickin' fantasy fiction, redundancy is redundant. Yes, the fiction in her head is what's weird, not the... Shut up, Apollo!
She doesn't wear her slutty, like, dancer getup that she was wearing before, and she just wears, like, clothes that...
Who is this fucking guy? Seriously, who birthed this guy? The parents need to apologize for bringing this person into existence.
It feel like it's her, that she is just gonna be herself now, which at age 11...
This is gonna sound cruel, but I don't care, because this guy's a pedophile. This is why I am not anti-abortion. Or at least completely. Because you never know. Yeah, they could be the next president of the United States, or they could be the next fucker of your children. Who knows, right?
Shit. Good for you. So, the movie, I think, has a pretty positive message.
Oh, yeah, a very positive message. Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. Yep. You just keep telling yourself that. Whatever makes you sleep at night with your frickin' "Don't Walk" sign behind you, or whatever that fucking thing is.
And it's nice to see it come together.
What the fuck are you talking about?
So there's also a lot of social commentary laced throughout the movie, which I thought was pretty good. So the first time we see someone dancing...
Where's your soy latte? You know, I've been expecting you to pick up a Starbucks and just fucking sip from that for like ever, and you haven't. So, uh, I don't know if you're trying to break the stereotype, but you still do look like the stereotypical really creepy male feminist.
It is a 11-year-old girl, but it's shot so that we, I think, are supposed to not know if it's a woman or a young girl. And I mean, that alone just raises interesting questions.
It should raise like red flags. Again, just saying.
I think the whole thing, the title, Cuties,
Is disgusting. I mean, I call some of my VR chat friends cuties. Even some of my guy friends. Wanna know why? Because some of them are VTubers, some of them are really nice, some of them are really cool. But the majority of the time, I say, "Hey, my dudes. Hey, my bros. Hey, my guy." Stuff like that. Cuties is something that's really kind of reserved for something that you want to find endearing with. Like, oh, that's such a cutie over there. By cutie, I mean you think they're cute, not sexy. Those two are not mutually exclusive. This movie passes it off as it is. Weirdo.
and I don't speak French well enough to know how accurate that is.
Well, I'm not surprised. Hey, I shouldn't criticize. I can't speak French that well either, but it doesn't matter.
It's a great title because we already
It's a great title.
sexualize children. When we
Wait, what? What'd you say?
don't speak French well enough to know how accurate that is. It's a great title because we already sexualize children.
Where? Please show me the posters of how we sexualize children. Please show me the billboards. Show me the magazines that sexualize children. If you're talking about child beauty pageants, yeah, those sexualize children, and they're not really covered that much. And I wonder why that is.
When we tell a child that they're cute, we are telling them that they're attractive.
No, you're saying that they're adorable, that they're a little bundle of joy. What the fuck? You cannot. You are not allowed to rewrite language like that. You utter fucking idiotic baboon face looking motherfucker.
And attractiveness is only one thing. It's sex.
Once again, proving my point that this movie is trying to say that being cute is the same thing as being sexual when they're both two totally different things. If you want to look sexy, you wouldn't, you would actively go out and wear a sexual outfit. If you want to look cute and presentable, you would wear something like, oh, I don't know, a dress! Which means you're covered from head to toe. Cancer was easier than this. That is not hyperbole. Because at least with cancer, I was able to get knocked out with some like sleeping drug for a spinal tap, and I felt good at some points. This guy is like me crawling with like 18 or 20 miles of glass, and I'm bleeding everywhere. And after I accomplish that, I'm just kind of just laying down on the ground, going, "Yeah, I did it, but I'm gonna die anyway." What the fuck is this shit?
Attractiveness leads to sex. And
correlation does not mean causation. Please do not confuse the two, you fucking idiot.
and it's all like connected. Like you have
No, it doesn't. I just told you.
sex, and then a cute baby comes out, and then the cute baby grows up to become a cute adult, and then the cute adult.
The cute adult, 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 adult. You just admitted. You just admitted it. And yet you still defend this movie. Sure, guy. Sure.
All has sex. So we're already constantly telling little girls, especially little girls,
Uh, 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 some little boys. Sexist.
how pretty and how cute they are.
Sexist. Yes, little girls are pretty. Little girls are cute. Little boys can be cute and pretty too. They can also be cool. And girls can also be cool. You just that does not translate to what the fuck you. Like the implication that you're saying here is that someone's aunt who's going over and pinching their their niece or nephew's little cheeks and saying like, oh, you're such a cutie and all that. You're saying that they want to fuck them. I suggest you rephrase your wording.
And this film kind of asks you.
It doesn't ask me shit. It just tells me that this is okay.
Well, taking that to its logical extreme.
It's not a logical anything. It's just bad.
Here's what it is.
No, it's not. Thank you very much. Have a good night.
It's like the ultimate in cuteness. I mean,
The ultimate. What the fuck? Seriously, like these people, these pedophiles, these enablers, really love to use words, in arguments that they just do not understand, and think that it makes their arguments sound smarter. With all the ums and ums, and and I shouldn't really be criticizing because I have done the whole thing too, but I'm just fucking stunned that this exists.
I was gonna say as long as you stop before porn or child porn, but I don't think I've never seen child porn.
Yes, you did. It's called Cuties. And I don't think that's the only one you've probably seen either, you gross fucking motherfucker, you.
But I haven't. But I think that
Yeah, sure. I'll take your word for it. Whatever.
it's probably not cute. I think that there's often or probably always a terrifying awareness, and I imagine the child is traumatized and completely checked out.
It's like this video shouldn't be called Cuties, an uncomfortably honest video or review. It should be called Cognitive Dissonance and Why I Haven't.
And not in any sort of position of agency or power to be considered cute. So this might be, I don't know, this might be it. This might be the apex of
Child pornography. Well, actually, it's softcore child pornography. There's a lot worse out there, I'm sure. I wouldn't know. I don't fucking look for it, unlike you.
the latent, unspoken, unidentified things you are telling your child when you say, "Oh, you're so pretty. Look."
No, 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 no. Children, for the most part, do not understand nuance. When you tell your child that they're cute, you make them blush and they go, "Oh, thanks. I did my best." It makes it feel comfortable. Or when you tell a boy that they're cool, it's like, oh, yeah, see, I've been trying. They don't understand nuance yet. Hell, and, I, and I'll give you an example. I was called special as a kid by my abusive fucking mother. And that word special, to me, I thought she meant I was her number one child. But what she truly meant by it when I grew up, when I finally grew up, she thought I was mentally retarded. Yeah, really makes you think, doesn't it? Kids don't understand nuance. Adults do. Stop trying to make kids. Stop trying to force your disgusting views on children, please.
Look how beautiful you are. Try this outfit on. Look at your little tiara. If you take
Yeah, and the ones that end up barely wearing anything for like child beauty pageants, yeah, they should be in prison in my opinion. But whatever, that's how pedowood works. Hollywood and all that works. Whatever.
strip away all of the
Yeah, that's an apt saying, right?
conditioning of that, and you look at what it is, you're objectifying your child. And
You're objectifying your child by calling them cute. You're objectifying your child by giving them affirmation about how they about how they feel. Wow, you are a complete monster. You were a monster before, but goddamn, you just shot over the fucking field goal. You went past the stadium and you landed in a and you landed in a baseball field. What the hell is wrong with you?
so this is that kind of laid bare. And
By the way, don't bring objectification into this. Objectification is an actual mental crippling illness. Seriously. I don't think children are bikes, all right? You probably think they are. You probably rode one at one point. I am so sorry for that image that I probably placed in everyone's heads. You can all hate me later, but I am very pissed off.
it's an interesting critique.
Yeah, it's a real interesting critique.
It's not. They're not, the movie's not critiquing.
It's not critiquing what? That child porn is bad? Because to me, it's saying that child porn is kind of good. And I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Child stripper dance competitions.
He doesn't. And he said he'd never watched CP in his life. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? This motherfucker. Just what the fuck?
The movie's critiquing the way you look at and talk to and think about children, and it's not even telling you
how I should think that children should be protected from predators like yourself. Like, as someone who is an MRA and someone who is also MGTOW and wants more wants the family courts to be reformed because they are obviously in favor of women, and they are. I'm sorry. I am sorry they are. Anyone who wants to have that argument with me could have it later. But you are not a man. You are a fucking complete monster. I was raped at 15 years old. I was sexually violated at 15 years old. And hearing you say this shit, I'm going to say it. It offends me. This offends me. To know that people like you out there, the same person that ended up hurting me, you're just like that person. And I could see it in your eyes, and I could just feel it, hear it in your tone, that you don't care. If you had a child come up and just like ride your, you know what I mean, do that to you, you would enjoy it. And you would say, well, see, that was their choice. What if they didn't know what they were doing. Do you... Are you so psychopathic that you just don't care about anyone else's feelings but your own? This is why I hate social justice warriors and NPCs like you. Because you are so unempathetic. You are so soulless. You are so disgusting that I have to side with basically Christians, even though I'm an atheist, because I don't support your shit. I don't believe in a God. And honestly, I think you're one of the reasons why I don't believe there is a God. Because if there was a God, he would have smited your ass already. And every other sick motherfucker out there. You don't have to wait till you're dead. They should just have smited you right now!
To change it necessarily, but just to be aware of it and the effects that it can have, which I thought was pretty cool. I think there's some good stuff in the movie about...
yeah, especially those crotch shots that you showed us earlier. Thank you for that. And by thank you, I mean fuck you.
and this is kind of obvious from the trailer, but how the grass is always greener on the other side.
What's that have to do with anything?
That as a repressed Muslim, you might think that there's all this freedom.
I don't give a shit what religion you're a part of. If you support this shit, if you like this shit, there's something wrong with you right up here in your fucking head.
In Dancing Slutty, but so I think the message is that it's horrible.
Oh, great. I'm going to be accused of Islamophobia now. Oh, God. Dearie me. I should go back and fucking just say, what am I doing, right? I'm a cis white male. I shouldn't be doing the fuck off.
Horrible to be a woman in any culture, and that you kind of have to find your own way. It's horrible to be a woman in any culture.
Women are the most privileged in the U.S. Sorry. They are. Too bad for you on that.
And that you kind of have to find your own way. That said,
if I have any friends that are going to get mad at me for that, I'm sorry, but it's true. We actively protect adult women more than we protect our own children. And that's not fair. That is not fair.
The movie is also clearly saying it is much, much, much worse to be a Muslim woman than it is to not be anything else, basically. But the movie shows us that women are repressed in different...
Sure, whatever. Now you're making this about the oppression of women. Stop it! Stop it! This movie has... I don't fucking care about that! You like a movie that sexualizes children. Now you're trying to pull the whole feminist bullshit. And I'm not having it. So fuck off with that. If you don't fuck off with that soon, I'm just gonna end this video now because I'm really done with your ass.
Different ways in different societies. But I think kind of at the end, it's like, yeah, but it's just like go be like a normal French person. You don't have to...
Be like a normal French person, or be a normal person. Why particularly French? You do know that even though there's people of other races that are in France, especially ones that are born there, of different ethnicities, they're still called French. Even though they could be Chinese, or Yugoslavian, or American. They're still French. I don't know why you stupid cretins don't get this. Or cretins, to pronounce it correctly. I just prefer to say cretins. But seriously, stop dehumanizing people and say like be a normal French person. That fuck does it even mean? How about just be a normal person? And I'm the fucking bigot, right?
Be like a naked dancing 11-year-old girl. And one way that women are oppressed in basically every society is that there's no room for their sexuality. I mean, even just
I have to go back to hear that again because I was shocked to hear that.
normal French person. You don't have to be like a naked dancing 11-year-old girl. And one way that
Oh, well, yeah. No one should be. No girl should be. And that's not what that movie says. I'm sorry, it does not. It says that's what you should do in order to get fame. So sorry.
women are oppressed in basically every society is that there's no room for their sexuality. I mean, even just looking at the way people
You have about 1 minute to cut out with the feminism lie.
are talking about the wet ass pussy song is
Was that what WAP means? That fucking Beyonce or whatever song? I don't know if it's Beyonce or whatever. Fucking. No, Cardi B. Cardi B. That's her fucking name. I'm sorry, I don't remember the names of degenerates so easily. I actually like, talking with people that are thinking and feeling and caring of others. Good men and women. But and you're definitely not one of them.
there's no matter what you do, if you're a woman and you are openly sexual, a large number of people are going to flip out and not exactly be able to articulate why. And
Women are allowed to go out and not wear tops. A woman is allowed to be as sexual as she wants. Why are you talking about women right now? We are talking about children! Drop this!
I wonder if that's even part of the backlash to this movie.
Yes, of course. Of course. It's like, part of the backlash is that, it's just, we want to oppress women and put them back in the kitchen and make me a sandwich. It has nothing to do with the fact that you actually care about children and their safety and that they should be doing sexual acts. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you! Seriously, I am done with this bullshit! If you're seriously going to use feminism to back up your point, and I'm not a feminist, I'm an anti-feminist. If you're gonna use feminism to back up this shit, then you are indirectly admitting that feminism is pro-pedophilia. And I don't think you want to do that. Just saying.
Now, I guess if it were young boys dancing provocatively, people would probably still be pretty upset.
Yeah. Because it's wrong.
But maybe not as upset.
Not as upset? What do you mean by that? Having little boys who don't understand sexuality? What? So, I guess every oh god, just that statement. Oh god, my brain broke. Oh my god, it's just why? What the fuck? Who the fuck is this man? I want to have his brain. I need to study it. I need to know why he thinks this way, and I want to know why, and I want to know how to cure it. I need to make a vaccine for this shit. This is just stupid. You, sir, no one wants to see naked young boys in society at all. And you want to know why they don't? Because it's wrong. Just like there's no one who is sane that wants to see naked young girls or scantily clad young girls. It's just, doing sexual things. It's just like.
But anyway, in the movie, it's interesting that
Yeah, you're just gonna leave that without any claim or evidence or any type of thing. You're just gonna say it's true that you're just gonna say it's true that young boys sexually twerking wouldn't be seen as a bad thing, or not as much. Wow, dude, you are a fucking walking Onion article. No, 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 no. I said earlier, like Onion can make an article about you, and it still wouldn't be accurate enough.
she's not even allowed to have her midriff showing around.
Yeah, I wonder why. I wonder why she's not allowed to have something like that happen. Maybe because the parents try to protect her from some sexual predators. I'm looking at one.
Around her parents. She hides under a bed to hide from her mom when her shirt's
I'd be hiding from you, and I'm 34 fucking years old. You're probably younger than I am.
tied up, and she can't untie it in time. And then, but at school, she is called a slut.
I wonder why. Maybe she's doing slutty things. Either own the word slut or stop saying that it's derogatory. Seriously, the whole slut walk thing and all that, like seriously, own it. Own it or stop.
Because she posts a picture.
Like hell, I'm a weeb. I'm a weeaboo. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if someone calls me a weeb. I really don't. I really honestly don't. But I'm not going to say in the same breath, oh, he called me a weeaboo, and now I feel so bad about it. What the fuck is wrong with people nowadays? Not taking responsibility for their actions.
Picture of her vagina on Instagram.
Thank you for repeating that. I really didn't need to remember that. I actually forgot about that. That's why I'm drinking!
Which I had this like kind of defensive reaction as I was saying this. Like whoever you are watching this, you're gonna be like, "Well, of course she did," but like, why?
Because she was told to by the director. Duh.
I don't. Posting a picture. I've posted pictures of my dick all over the place. I wouldn't.
Oh yeah. I'm sure people were impressed with your 1-inch dick. Just I am so sure.
Necessarily call myself a slut, and then
No, you're a pervert. I mean, I'm kind of a perv. I have my kinks. Like I said before, but I don't have them targeted towards children. I think you've probably sent your dick pics to some kids before. That's the red flag I'm talking about.
and if I did, that wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. I guess at 11, it has more of a negative connotation to it.
Please. This guy, I swear to God, this weirdo. I don't know. Like, how could someone like this exist?
But it's still it's just interesting that like we're more okay with a 11-year-old girl doing drugs or stealing.
No, we're actually not. We're not okay with that at all. What the fuck are you getting that from? Like please show me the source, the citation that everyone is okay with a girl stealing or doing drugs. Because I would love to see that study. Because I know you're lying out of your ass right now. Actually, you've been lying through this whole video with every claim you've made, but hey, why stop now?
Or hurting somebody than we are with her taking a picture of her vagina and posting it on the internet, which could lead to something harmful. But in and of itself,
It could. It just could lead to something harmful. It just well. It, Jesus Christ. This is the hardest commentary I've ever had to do. Ever since I've done commentaries, back in the past, is when I went under the name Prince of Moose. This this is by far one of the most hardest commentary I had to do, because all I want to do right now is punch my screen. I want to punch this motherfucker right out. I want to break that little fucking. I want to break that nose of his. I want to bloody that fucking lip of his. Oh no! I said I wanted to be violent to someone who likes fucking kids, or the idea of fucking them. Get over it. I have standards.
is not really doing anything too bad to anybody. I guess it's embarrassing, but why? Um, and it just shows you the the repression and what.
There's no repression. Children should not be doing sexual acts. And you brought up feminism for God knows what reason, and the oppression of women, and again, had nothing to do with this, because you don't have a brain IQ above 20. Me saying brain IQ of 20 is redundant. I should have said IQ of 20.
It must be like to be aware that you're turning into a forbidden, dirty, disgusting, hated, awful creature.
Yeah. You just described yourself really good there. Thank you. I didn't even need to do it myself.
As you're a girl going through puberty, and there's nobody there to make room for that. There are people to take advantage of it, or
Yeah, like yourself.
there's people to shame you and be disgusted.
Yeah, Ed, I would definitely shame that behavior, because I'm sorry, again, I do not condone that type of behavior, and I would mostly blame the parents. It's not the child's fault. I'd blame the parents. I'd be asking the parents, what happened? Why are she or he doing this? Why do they, like I said, if they're an adult, I don't care. But if they're a child, I'd be asking questions. I'd be asking a lot of questions.
Disgusted by it, but through the whole movie, there's no mentor. The best she gets at the end is from her mother, basically just saying like, "I'll just stay out of it." I won't kick you out of our house.
Oh, so basically what you're saying is that this movie is also pro parents not getting involved in the child's life. Thanks for giving me another reason to hate this movie.
That's the best you're gonna get. So if I had one criticism about this movie,
It only took you 21 minutes.
it would be that it should have been a documentary. I think you can find girls who are dancing like this, and even in competitions, probably, or something close to it. And I think it would have been less exploitative and more powerful.
You actually said something I agree with. It should have been a documentary. It should have been, having children come up, talk about why they're doing what they're doing, be honest about it, and show the horrors of it. But you're defending a movie that is literal child pornography. See, that's why I call your video cognitive dissonance in the video. Because you make a couple sensible points here and there, but you're basically refuting yourself. You're literally refuting yourself. You're saying, well, they're high, and it makes me hard, but that's wrong, and all that, and just bad, and all that nonsense. You have a problem. You need to get help. you need to seek professional help for it. Or check yourself into a prison. I'm sorry, because like I said in my previous rant, I'm done with this becoming openly accepted. It like I said, I agree. This should have been a documentary of showing the horrors of what children have to go through, so people would start caring, rather than making money off it through the exploitation and sexualization of children. I don't care if anyone, is annoyed by my noises. I'm beyond done right now.
To show, and I mean, obviously, it'd be a lot more work to try to gain access to families like this. But if you can show that conflict and show this transformation, you could say most of the things this movie says, I think, almost better, and in a way that would actually be more ethical.
No, it's not. It's really not. See, now you're contradicting yourself again. Like, hold it, objection, fucking, take this piece of evidence. You're thrown out of court. You are declared guilty. All the Ace Attorney memes, whatever. I don't fucking care. But the thing is that no. Now you're saying this movie is better. Explaining it, it just. This planet has shown me a lot of things in the past 34 years of my life. I've seen a lot of good. I've seen a lot of bad. I've lived through some good. I lived through a lot of bad. Had some challenges. Dealt with every single one of them, no matter how hard they were. I watched children be hurt, and I couldn't do anything about it, even though I called Child Protective Services. And then I found out that Child Protective Services doesn't do freaking shit for anyone. Much like with Sophie. And, with the whole I stand with Sophie thing. And now, and there's YouTube not banning a cat killer. They're not banning a cat killer that is on this website still. But they will ban conservative talking points. And again, I'm not conservative. I'm not. I'm really not. I'm a liberal. I've always have been, always will be. I'm just not a Democrat anymore. I am very independent. I don't think traditional values is going to save this country. I think what we need to do is embrace. I think what we need to do is embrace the fact that we need these two parties to counterbalance the extremes. There's extreme conservatism and there's extreme liberalism. And this guy right here, extreme liberal. I would appear probably like Hitler to this guy.
If it were real, which is usually probably not the case with movies. And I think it would have been more powerful because it's like, anything I got from it, a lot of it is things I already think. So it kind of helped me ruminate on beliefs I already have.
Dude, you cannot erase the first 10 minutes of your video. I'm just saying.
But, if you're probably more conservative and you...
Again, it does not take a conservative to say, I don't like kids in that way. I don't want kids in that position. I don't want kids to be harmed. That is a apolitical position. Apolitical. Do you know what that means? It means it doesn't matter. You just don't want to see kids harmed. Try again.
You are you go through life thinking, no, girls are not sexual. Girls are cute. And then when they turn 18,
But again, you contradicted yourself. Uh, uh, Continue.
then they become sexy or whatever.
No, that's not how that works. It's like, no. That's not how that works. 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 If you think someone is cute, they are cute. They would have to, for them to appear sexy, they would have to do something like wear something different to make them appear sexual. A dominatrix is sexy because of what she wears. Well, also depends on the age and all that. Like, let's say, okay, 25. 25, she would be like a pretty sexy individual. 70-year-old dominatrix, not so much. Like, no. But or hell, even 30. 30 would probably 30, like there's 30-year-old women that actually look pretty good. But you wouldn't want the dominatrix to wear, like, I don't know, a ball gown during the whole BDSM roleplay. Just because she would look cute, and she would look cute and adorable. It kind of it really wouldn't fit the mood. I'm just saying.
I don't know how whatever bullshit you tell yourself. I could see how I'm empathizing with you. I can see how
You can't empathize with anyone, especially with children. Please don't even try.
you would view this as just like, no, why are you making kids sexy? That's weird.
Yeah, again, yeah, seriously, you answered your own question. Or should I say, you just completely destroyed your own video with that.
And like you, this is just your sick fantasy. This isn't
Yes, it is. Like, again, I've already said it.
real. And if it is real, it shouldn't be.
Like, seriously, like, you're already making my points I made earlier in the video. And you're trying to, dismiss them as, like, stupid? Like, sorry, no, it's not any less stupid. It's just, you, you have this problem called cognitive dissonance.
Kids shouldn't be doing this, and you're part of it. Whereas if it were a documentary, it might be more powerful in illuminating something that's already happening without the film itself being accused of creating it or encouraging it.
Because that's what it's doing. And you know that's what it's doing. You know how I know? Because from your own words, you said, they're hot. They're doing that. I didn't ask them to do that. Essentially, you said they're asking for it. For a male feminist, you really suck, dude.
So I probably would have rather seen that, but it's a good movie. Pushes boundaries. Made me.
What boundaries? The boundary of going off into the fucking ether and, into a supernova, exploding, and then causing another big bang? Sure, fine, whatever. Whatever makes you sleep at night, guy.
Uncomfortable.
And also, remember, this guy said he's gonna watch this again and again and again and again and again and again and again. Like, seriously, he said that. He said that. That's his words, not mine.
Which is not that hard to do, but appreciated when it's done in an intelligent and interesting way.
It's not done in an intelligent and interesting way here. What's intelligent about zooming up on crotch shots and making people feel really uncomfortable about being shown a child's crotch? Please tell me why I'm the one that's wrong.
I guess that's pretty much it. Yeah, so it's nice to see a kindred spirit out there
A kindred spirit. What the fuck, dude?
poking the bear, asking tough questions.
She's not asking tough questions. She's actively banking off of this. She's banking off of the uh, of the sexuality and exploitation of little children.
And making people feel sexually weird.
No, it doesn't make anyone feel sexually weird except people like you. I don't feel sexually weird by this. I feel offended. I feel pissed off. Oh, I'm a snowflake now, I guess. Oh, I don't want to see kids in that position. Try again, dude.
And I'm excited to see what she comes up with next.
I'm not.
And thanks for watching my video.
Okay, closing thoughts. This guy's an obvious pedophile. You've heard me say that countless times in this video. This guy has something going on in his head. The FBI needs to search his home and take whatever computer device and phone that he has and search it. Because I am tired of this shit. Like, I am so sick and tired of pedophiles being open about their sexuality and saying bisexuality about what they're attracted to and say that they should be accepted or hide it behind very, very, very veiled shit like this. Like this guy is a massive creep. If I was actually sitting in front of him, I would feel scared for my own safety. And I'm, like I said, I'm 34. This guy creeps me the fuck out. So if I saw him with a child, I would tackle his ass to the ground. I would fucking make sure that he would never hurt a child. And that's because I have something called a moral standard. Oh, Simpleton Apollo, you're just a moralist. Weak argument. Weak. I had so many people tell me that's somehow a fucking argument. And I gotta know, like, is this video restricted? No. Go away. Okay, at least it's age restricted. But YouTube, you should have fucking removed it. You should have removed this shit. Let's see some of the comments before I go. Absolutely disgusting. Both you and the movie. Average Discord moderator reviews Cuties. Actually, I would say Reddit, but you're not too far off there, Vice. Believe me, fool. If you had a daughter, you would not want them in this movie. I think you need some help, dude. Seriously. You're supposed to be. You're not supposed to be. You're not supposed to be comfortable with this kind of thing. He rather is. Not even a little bit. Children cannot consent. Correct. Because they do not have the social or life skills to understand the irreparable harm they are doing to themselves. Adults do. That's the difference. That's why the victims of sexual abuse, children and adults, struggle mentally and physically with the issues stemming from it. For most for decades, children struggle with it well into adulthood. Seriously, dude. If you enjoyed this movie, get help. Social media, the mainstream media, Hollywood, and Hollywood shouldn't be the measurement of what you judge societal well-being. Society is sick by these standards. I completely agree with this comment. I completely agree. Like I said, as someone who was raped at the age of 15, I'm still struggling with that. Almost like freaking 19 years. 19 years of fucking pain and torment. And, I'm still moving forward. And you know what's keeping me alive? It's going to be weird. It's because I got my courage when I had cancer. When I was diagnosed with acute lymphocytic leukemia at 17, 2 years later after I was raped, I said, no, I want to live. I want to continue on. I want to actually fight something for once. Because I was, even though I was abused as a kid, not by my father, but by my mother, I wanted to fight for once. Fight to live. Fight for my right to life. And god damn it, I'm still here. And I'm still dealing with it. I'm still dealing with that lasting damage. But with cancer, my cancer's gone. It's been gone. It's been gone since 2006. I don't even worry about it anymore. But I still have my worries of what happened to me when I was 15. Oh, fuck off. I love the Brave Bowser and all, but what the hell is all that shit about? The 400 people that like this video need to be put on a watch list. Agreed? This guy is the reason the film should be removed from... Oh my god. I'd report this video if YouTube didn't support this degeneracy. Yeah, you're right. Give it 5 years, and Cuties will seem like a family movie. That's the scary thing about postmodern society. Things escalate like crazy. I know his name is I Hate SJWs, but he is correct. I mean, I hate them too, but he could have been a troll account. But the thing is that 14 years ago, 14 years, like back in 2014, a movie like this coming out here would be inconceivable. Now it's all of a sudden, okay. Because you had frickin', Vice or whatever outlet that put, or Salon, frickin' mention, this actual pedophile saying, I'm a pedophile, but I'm not a monster. And about a year later, they removed said article about it. And it's still in the archives. Like you're literally glorifying this movie, and it's disgusting. Hey everyone, creepy shit like this is the reason why you teach your kids MMA at a young age. Yes, self-defense. Get that self-defense training in there, boys. Fun fact: if you add up the likes, dislikes, the number of feet this man is legitimately legally required to have in him and any school. I think I read that wrong. I think I'm probably too tipsy for that. The FBI. Thank you. Another one. See, another person. Like the FBI needs to search your PC. Oliver close off. Wow, that name is kind of suggestive. I'm sorry, but yeah, I fully agree. This guy. This guy. This is the last comment. This guy here. This guy is king. This guy's king. I declare him the king of the internet for the day. Like that this guy is amazing. But yeah, seriously, you little motherfucker, you fucking hipster beard having, problem glasses wearing, weird ass nose having, weird ass fucking hair, curly hair. Do you use curlers? Hair fucking motherfucker. Get help. Or check yourself into an asylum or a prison. You do not belong in society. I'm done. Have a nice day, everyone.